So you've got this amazing idea, right? You're thinking custom phone cases, branded water bottles, maybe some one-of-a-kind art pieces. You see that everyone wants personalized stuff. But then, you actually try to make it happen, and you just hit a wall. Today, we're going to talk about why that happens, and more importantly, the incredible tech that's totally changing the game. Sound familiar? You've got these brilliant designs in your head, but actually making them? Well, that's another story. The demand is definitely out there, but it feels like there's this huge gap between your design on the screen and a real physical product in your hands. Well, today we're going to look at the tech that's finally building that bridge.
Okay, so let's dive right in. First things first, we need to really understand the problem. We're calling it the customization challenge. And trust me, these are the common roadblocks that can stop a fantastic idea in its tracks.
Just look at this list. I bet some of these feel really familiar. You know that crazy high price tag for just a few items? Yep, that's the small batch order problem. And trying to print on a curved water bottle, it's a total nightmare. Then you've got the fact that you can only print on a handful of materials, all while customers are demanding top-notch, personalized gear. It's a tough spot to be in, for sure.
But what if it didn't have to be like that? Just for a second, imagine a world where all those frustrations we just talked about, they just vanish. A world where you can print these amazing, vibrant, durable designs on practically anything, turning everyday objects into personalized masterpieces.
Well, that world is actually becoming a reality, all thanks to a technology called UV DTF printing. And today, we're checking out a perfect example of this tech in action, the A3 UV DTF flatbed printer. This machine is basically the answer to all those old, frustrating problems.
Now, what makes this machine so cool is that it's really two powerhouses in one. You can see it right here. On one side, you've got your standard UV flatbed printing. That's great for printing directly onto flat things like phone cases or pieces of acrylic. But on the other side, that's where the magic happens. That's UV DTF printing. This is the tech that lets you finally tackle all those tricky, curved, and weirdly shaped surfaces. We're talking bottles, pens, even helmets.
So yeah, let's zoom in on that magic part, because this is the real secret weapon. The UV DTF capability is what puts this technology in a whole different league from everything that came before. And I'm not exaggerating when I say it opens up a whole new universe of creative possibilities. So what in the world is UV DTF? Well, to put it simply, it's a process where you don't print directly on the object. Instead, you print your design onto this special film. Then, you can take that printed film and apply it to almost any surface. The result? A design that's super durable, waterproof, and even scratch-resistant. It's pretty amazing.
And you know what the best part is? It's so simple. Seriously, it just boils down to two easy steps. 1, you print your design onto the special transfer film. 2, you just seamlessly apply that film onto your product. That is it. No more complicated setups for every single different object. You just print and apply.
Of course, being able to print on anything doesn't mean much if the final product looks, cheap. So how does this tech deliver such professional-looking results? Well, it all comes down to what's under the hood. Right at the very heart of many of these printers is a super important component, the printhead. This particular one uses the XP600, which is famous in the industry for being incredibly reliable and precise. You can really think of it as the engine that drives the quality for every single print that comes out.
So, what does a great printhead like the XP600 actually get you? Well, it means you get this perfect balance of speed and super high-resolution detail. It's reliable, which honestly saves you a ton of time and money on wasted materials. But the most important thing is this. It's what gives you those crisp, sharp lines, those rich, popping colors, and those smooth gradients that make your products look truly professional and premium. And that powerful printhead is backed up by an equally advanced ink system. You've got your standard colors, CMYK, for full color printing, but the real magic is in the other two, white ink. This is huge. It lets you print on dark or clear surfaces, and the colors just pop. And varnish? Whoa, this lets you add these amazing glossy or matte finishes, and you can even create these cool embossed effects that you can actually feel.
Okay, so we've looked at the problem, and we've seen the technology that solves it. Now let's get to the part that really matters. How does all this actually transform your business? How do we turn those creative visions into real, tangible, profitable products?
Yeah, let's make this personal. What does a machine like this really mean for you and your bottom line? How does it actually change what you can offer your customers, like tomorrow?
Let's just break down these advantages. First up, unleash creativity.
That means you're finally free from the old rules about material or shape. Next, expand your product line. You can now offer a practically endless variety of new stuff. Then, boost profitability. This lets you tap right into that huge, high-demand market for custom goods, which, of course, helps you stand out from competitors because you can offer something they just can't. And the foundation holding all this up? Professional quality every time. You're going to deliver durable, amazing prints that build your brand's reputation.
So when you really look at it like that, you realize we're not just talking about a piece of hardware here. This is about a whole new way of doing business. It's a tool that completely closes the gap between your imagination and the marketplace, empowering you to finally create what you've always dreamed of.
So really, the only question left is, with all the old limits gone and this whole new world of possibilities at your fingertips, what masterpiece are you going to create first?